How's it going, everybody? I am Donuts. We are reacting to The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 4. I've already forgotten the name of it. I just looked it up right before we started recording, and I already have forgotten it. He's not here. He's not here. Who is he? Rick? He's not here. Glenn. He's not here. Probably Glenn. But I mean, it could also be Rick. I'm gonna guess it is simply for Glenn, cause I'm hoping that it's simply for Glenn. That said, let's get on with it. Full length reactions you can watch is for $8. It's picture in picture. You don't have to sync up anything at all. It's already got the reaction in the video and everything like that. It's already got the video and the reaction and everything like that. Early access. If you want to see next week's reaction early, you can go check that out. It is $4 a month. That's it. It's onwards with the reaction. Okay, so that was a really good standalone episode. I questioned the place of it at the start, but then I guess, it really is tying into the wolves and Morgan seemingly keeping, I don't have, a name for him or anything, so I'm just going to call him the main wolf. Even though I don't think he's their leader, I'm not sure if that other guy that Morgan told to leave and picked up the gun was their leader either. I'm not sure if they even really have a leader, but, I'm just going to call him the main wolf for now. Or, well, we'll call him Dirty Teeth. We'll call him Dirty Teeth. Unless we did get a name for him, and if we did, let me know. But if it hasn't come up yet, don't tell me. But yeah, I do think it's interesting they put so much emphasis on the fact that his teeth are so dirty, and the same with the other guy as well, that Morgan told to leave. Like, all their teeth are so dirty, despite the fact that Rick's group did not have dirty teeth, and apparently they have not had toothbrushes and toothpaste this entire time, which still blows my mind. That still feels like it's one of the only things in the series that I keep coming back to as thinking it's a stupid, not plot hole, but just like, why? Why is that in there? Of course they would have toothbrushes and toothpaste. Why would they not? Like, it's so easy to come across. But yeah, I don't know why they're putting so much emphasis on their dirty. I mean, I know why, because they're trying to make them seem more feral and more caveman-esque and stuff like that, but it's just inconsistent. But yeah, so we have the whole book into the episode, starting with talking to the wolf and ending with talking to the wolf, and the whole thing being framed around being this story, explaining how he went from the way he was to the way he is now. He also attacked a somebody. I mean, it was one person, not an entire civilization, but still, you understand why. And it would be interesting if we can see this guy slowly come over to their side, but I feel like he's never gonna ever be fully part of the group. Something would happen where he would die, or he would actually backstab him in the very end. I don't think we're ever gonna be able to actually win this guy over, but I believe that for plot reasons, not for actual real life opinion reasons. In real life, I would have hopes they'd be able to turn the guy around, but knowing this is a show, plot-wise, doubt it's gonna happen that way. It's gonna be a thing where it's gonna seem like we should trust him, but he's gonna fuck us over anyway, probably. Even though right now he's, full on, I'm still, just gonna kill everybody if you let me loose. But I assume over the course of the season, they're gonna try and make us empathize with him and want for his release, but it's gonna be not for the best. Or they could just find out that he's in there, run in there, and kill him, and then Morgan get super pissed and do something about it. But, yeah, peacefully. Just leave. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, the cold open with Morgan, he's not here, you don't clear, the whole you had the knife and the gun. I don't get the you had the knife, you had the gun thing. I might be forgetting something there. But, I think he's talking about Rick in that situation, right? That was him again talking about, you never called on the radio and stuff like that, you weren't there, he's not here. I have to assume that's what it is, because we never really got, another explanation of, I thought that might have been talking about, when it first happened, I was like, okay, so that might be about the cheese guy, and, something happens with their group, and that causes them to go even further insane for a bit, but no, I assume that was just talking about Rick there. And yeah, just, I said it already, but just slowly seeing his progression from insanity to, as sane as you can get in this world. really nice to see. Really nice to see. And even if I think this philosophy of the peace and all life is precious and protecting the other person as much as you're protecting yourself, it's gonna get him killed in the end. I agree absolutely with what the guy said to Tyrese, and just in the end, it's gonna be you and the baby. In the end, it's gonna be all the people who are nice, all the people who, although they are the best people, they're not fit for this world. But it is interesting that we're getting a lot more intelligent characters rather than fighter characters. Like, at first, the most people who were surviving were the strongest. Whereas now, we're seeing that the intelligent people who sort of, like, hunkered themselves away and kept to themselves for a long time are also doing pretty well. You see that at the hospital, you see that now with Cheese Man. I was going to say, I combined a Cheesemaker and Eastman together to Cheese Man. We have, Deanna and stuff. Like, we have a lot of, like, really intelligent people that are, around now. Like, Eugene as well. Because, yeah, they've got their own ways of surviving. But, in the end, they're all gonna die. Eugene has hope. I mean, Eastman is a good fighter as well. I mean, they all have to be able to fight in their own right as well, except for Deanna. But, I think the biggest part is that their philosophies are usually what gets them killed. Yeah, so the whole idea of Morgan's clearing is pretty cool. The fact that he just, like, I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it's not cool in the sense that he's a cool dude for doing it, but, like, it's a cool concept for the show, where he's, like, clearing all the zombies and all the humans from any given area, and then his, like, pointless acts. I think that was a one on the rock. I don't know if I'm just being an idiot or something, but that was a one on the rock, right? So that was his first ever pointless act of leaving behind supplies for people who would come there, and a nice little safe area for them, to briefly have, like, a meal or something. But that was, like, the first time he'd ever done that. So this clearing thing, after Morgantown, has been, like, I don't think he left anything behind at Morgan. Well, I mean, yeah, he had so much shit. But, well, I guess it all burned down, right? The lantern fell over and burned it all down then, maybe? I don't know. So, yeah, Eastman as a character, fascinating. Really loved him. Again, I just love all these intelligent characters. But just having this chunky white boy, like, super white collar, like, he's the most suburban dad look ever. And so seeing him with this bow staff, like, again, I love how ridiculous it is. It's so funny. I cannot help but laugh every time they're practicing with this bow staff because it looks so ridiculous. It's very difficult to train with a bow staff in a way that looks cool. Especially when you're a fat, pasty white guy. It's so... But I mean, even Morgan looks ridiculous doing it. I even laughed when he was doing it back in 6x1. Like, when Rick walked in on him. He looked so stupid. But, I mean, you got to. Like, there's no other way to do it. And I actually like that they didn't make a joke about how ridiculous that they looked. Like, they could have easily done a meta joke about that. But, like, that is the thing. They don't care how ridiculous they look. It's about survival. It's this world, man. It doesn't matter. Like, it works, and so it doesn't matter. No one cares about, appearances anymore, No one's shooting a gun sideways anymore. We had that in season 2. It's like, come on, man. You don't need to be cool. You just need to be realistic and survive in whatever way you can. But so that was dope. I really like that. They're just, like, completely straight-faced the entire time, no matter how ridiculous it looks. Oh yeah, he was talking about the trip, which I think might have been, he was talking about Morgan, like he knew that Morgan wanted to go, but no, this was before the Rick thing, so I don't know what trip he was planning. I mean, he may just was like, let's just leave and go do something somewhere, because I guess they're, running out of supplies and stuff, so they had to. Rip Tabitha, by the way, Rip Eastman too, but also Rip Tabitha. It was really cool, just like the goat and him, like, what a life. The whole thing with the cage and the prisoner was like, I mean, I talked about it enough in my reactions. I'm not going to go more into that kind of stuff, but just, I mean, like, yeah, you want to, I briefly talked about this, but I guess I'll expand a little bit more. Just, like, say it again. But, you want to, when it first comes out, when he first tells the story, you're immediately like, yeah, I would like to see him be put in that cage and starve to death, the prisoner that killed his whole family. But, like, being in that situation, having to watch that, having to actually do it, And just thinking about it in general, no matter how bad anyone has ever done, torture is just no. It's horrible. I would never wish it on anybody. No matter what they've ever done, I would not like. It's satisfying sometimes to see it in a fiction series, and I can cheer it on sometimes. But like in real life, even the worst person, I wouldn't do that to them. Like, it's just awful. You shouldn't do that to anybody. And I completely get where he comes from and like why he changed so drastically after that. That's gonna fuck you up. Even if it's the guy who killed your whole family, it's gonna fuck you up. You have to be a real kind of sociopath to not be fucked up by that. But I do like that he actually did go through. Like, he wasn't like that from the start. It took something like that to push him to the, like, complete peace route. Yeah, actually, that's all I have. There was actually not a whole lot to talk about this episode. Really good episode. Super duper strong episode. I really liked how slow it was. Very beautiful as well. Super gorgeous episode. With all the scenery and environments that we were in. But yeah, it was so self-contained. So not really a whole lot to talk about actually. So yeah, it always gets me whenever there's a character like Eastman who's been in this world for like 2 years and then they just get bitten by trying to help somebody in the stupidest way possible. Like trying to put myself on the head. Every time that happens, I'm way less like sad about that character dying right as soon as it happens, and more of my mind immediately puts me in that position of like how fucking terrible that would feel in the pit of your chest of being like going 2 years and the feeling of the bite. Like it would feel like 5 minutes as that bite is happening of just like, well, my life's gone. And he took it like a champ. Like, he didn't even complain. He was just like, this is the way it goes. All right, I'm done. Get the gun. Kill me. Let's do it. All right, I'll see you guys for episode 5. Until then, get the fuck out of here.